Hello, this is Bryan Rias, and I'm a cloud architect here at CenturyLink. Today I'll be covering custom fields in our CenturyLink Cloud product. Now, custom fields can be used for additional points of metadata that can be tied to things such as server deployments or server groups or things like that. Now, after logging into the CenturyLink Cloud portal, this is the entry point where you'll have an overview of all your cloud data centers, your resources. I started with a pretty clean environment for this demonstration. And so what we're looking for today is under the accounts and settings. When you go into the accounts and settings, what you'll notice is a number of areas that you can go in to do some custom branding to make the look and feel of your cloud environment be more customized to your company. If you want to change the icon, the actual name and logo, it all can be handled from this settings tab. So let's go ahead and drop into the custom fields area. Now from custom fields, there's going to be 3 different custom fields that we can deploy. We're going to have our text, Dropdown, and Checkbox. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and give an example of each one of these areas. I'm going to go ahead and start with approved by, and I'm not going to make this one mandatory. I'll go ahead and select yes. Now you'll notice up in the right hand corner you'll get notifications when jobs go into queue itself. I'll go ahead and do the next one of a drop down field. This one I want to know something such as if the server being deployed is either dev, test, or let's say other. This field I do want to make as mandatory. The optional label I'm going to go ahead and put as development. Now the value that we would search on is going to be dev, and same thing with production. I'll do production as the label, prod as the value. Now you can add as many labels as you want in here. The last one is, for this demonstration, is going to be other. After that you click OK, and like all of our options in our CenturyLink Cloud, it's as simple as that. You do normally a couple of clicks and selections, you hit save or OK, and you've done things that typically takes a considerable amount of scripting or customization to the environment. The last one I want to do and show you is the checkbox field. I'm going to do something like, let's say, does this server have a financial impact if it goes down? I'm going to have that just as an optional checkbox, and from here we've implemented 3 custom fields. Now where you'll see the benefit of this is when you do something such as going to create a server. We'll go ahead and drop in and create a server and deploy it out into our environment, or at least walk through the initial steps for doing that. Since my default is testing in Germany, I'm going to go ahead and change it to Santa Clara. I'll keep to the default group. If we had sub-accounts or subgroups that you had as security zones, all your sub-accounts would end up showing up here, so you can actually deploy a server directly into a group. I'm going to have this as just a standard, not managed server. And here I will choose a 2008 R2 standard deployment. This is from a different demonstration I was covering. I'm going to do this as information, and I skip the server name. I'm going to do it as test. Keep it really simple. Here's where our custom fields are. So I'm going to go ahead and have it auto-generate a password, but my custom fields are here. I'm going to put in the first one, brian.rias@centurylink.com. And my mandatory one is determining if it's dev, production, or other. And I want to just do a checkbox of yes, if the server goes down, it has a financial impact. One thing to note, and you'll notice as I make changes, the price adjusts with every change that has a financial impact. We want this to be very evident during your build out of server groups or components that you're adding to your cloud environment. We don't want a hidden price hitting you at the very end. But what you'll notice here is our pricing. This is, since I'm in a demo account, the pricing you'll see here is off of our old pricing. Back in May we did a huge drastic price cut, and we cut about 75 to 85% on these different areas of pricing, such as CPU and memory. But you'll notice as I change it from 2 to 1, the price dynamically adjusts. So at this point I would change and actually customize the server to what the specifics are for the application. You can add storage, partition, like a X drive or raw disks, or you can group them together from the operating system perspective. Backup level, you choose either standard or premium. Premium adds more snapshots and also replicates to a sister data center at least 800 miles away for a built-in DR scenario. If you had multiple VLANs, you can have those as drop-downs. You can give them names such as web and application tier or database tier. An additional area in the server build is your time to live. Let's say we knew we were only going to test this for a few days. I can have this automatically deleted, and you would get an email notification prior to deployments. So I could kick off the creation of this server, but I wanted to show you how you actually use the custom fields that we just had set up. When you deploy the server, this metadata is now attached to the server or server groups or whatever you're deploying with these fields viable. You can use the API to actually make calls and do queries on this specific metadata and tied to each server or resource. Again, I hope this was helpful. Thank you very much. Look us up on CenturyLinkCloud.com. Bye.